So it would have been 3 or 4 years ago. We realized there's a gap in some of our students' knowledge leaving high school, and that gap tended to be around healthy relationships, human development, and just understanding the changes that were going on in their body as they go through puberty. They tend to, at this age, get into more intimate relationships, and so how can we do that in a safe and respectful manner? So that was one of the things that they addressed. And so now we have a human development curriculum that spans grade 5 to grade 12. Um, and it levels up as we go along and is fact-based and evidence-based and just gives kids some of the really basic information that we feel they need to know before they move on from school.
Yeah, for me, it was my first time last year teaching the health development curriculum, and it was just really enlightening to see what was going on here. I feel like it's really well researched, necessary information that the students get, and it's just a really important unit. And they really take to it quite a bit, and you can tell that there's just and they're almost like thankful for what they're learning. Um, and so, yeah, it's something that I think is really well designed, and I'm just happy to be able to teach.
I think it's some for some families they can be kind of topics that are a bit newer or maybe a bit harder to talk about as a family or just in general, and so we want to make sure that the parents understand what we're going to be talking about, and so that's where that list of what's happening this year comes from. So when you have those discussions with your student at home, kind of know you have a knowledge base of where things are coming from and what's going to be happening. um, and so that communication between home and school, we know that these kids don't exist in a vacuum. They exist here and they exist there, and so they have all these different interrelationships that they have to navigate. And so being part of that and being a team with the parent is a really important part of what we're doing, and it allows them to kind of have access as well. And for the resource piece, they're going to have this conversation at some point with their son or daughter, and so having a resource to look at and to draw from is important for us to provide for them as well.
And I think, especially sexual development, the way it's communicated is we're giving the facts, we're giving researched information that is, everybody is going to go through this. And there's really no like morals or values attached to it. It is just the facts. So you can decide on your own how that affects you. And I think that's the objectivity of it is very I guess helpful for families. It allows them to know that their child has that information, and then you're not feeling like you're going against any beliefs or
And I think to talk about some of the other, there are some other health components as well. I know in grade 9 we specifically talk a little bit about, very briefly touch on things around sleep and stress and healthy eating, and that's a future development goal for our department. Proposing new courses for middle school and high school that are going to allow us to not just have a 3-week unit per semester to dive into these health topics and kind of go really shallow, to have a full semester to go significantly deeper in 3 or 4 or 5 really important areas that our kids can really take away some things that are going to help them down the line, so they can be, as Joel talked, really proactive in their personal health as opposed to reactive. If they have that information before they leave here, they have a much higher chance of doing that proactive piece for themselves and for their friends and family.